everyone, we are back for another night of betting action. We got to address it right off the top. Got absolutely smacked last night, an unfortunate part of the game. Hopefully those days are few and far between, but this ain't no chicken shit betting program. We hop right back into the action, hoping to do some smacking of our own, and we're going to start things off in Philadelphia. Maybe the most obvious bet of the night. I thought this would be a higher number, though. Trae Young's point total is what I'm talking about. It's at 27.5, and I absolutely love the over in the spot. So what has Young done in the playoffs so far? Well, he's averaging 30.2 points in the playoffs versus some pretty good defenses here in the Knicks and 76ers. He's topped that 27.5 mark in 4 of the 6 games. He did have a 27-point game as well. And I think he's going to get a lot of these points at the free throw line. This is free throw heaven for Trae Young. He went 9 for 9 in game 1. And I do expect to see this pattern continue. The Sixers are allowing the second most free throw attempts in the playoffs so far. They also rank 25th in opponent free throw attempt rate during the regular season, so that's no outlier right there. Young, 4th in free throw attempts per game during the regular season, so I won't be surprised to see him get double-digit points off free throws tonight. And big games versus Philly, nothing new for Trey Young, guys. 32-point game against them back on April 30th. He had a 28 and a 39 last season. In his rookie season, he had a 33 and a 32. So he absolutely obliterates these guys. Hopefully he can obliterate them again tonight. Next up, we move to the Western Conference opening game. The Jazz Clippers. I'm going to take the Jazz first quarter spread, -1.5. Let me tell you why. They came out absolutely flying versus the Memphis Grizzlies. They won each of the 5 first quarters by 7, 9, 12, 3, and 20 for a first Q point margin of 10.2, easily the best in the playoffs so far. Then we take a look at the Clippers. Not the best start as far as first quarters are concerned for them. They had a first Q point margin of -1.6 versus Dallas, and they were outscored in 6 of the 7 first quarters in that series. Ugly starts on defense. They allowed Dallas to shoot for an EFG percentage of 63.1% in the opening quarter with an average of 32.1 points scored. Then we take a look at Utah. First quarter led all teams in the opening round with a first Q EFG percentage of 68.6% and an average of 35 points in the opening frame. So give me the Jazz first quarter -1.5. Next up, we move to Major League Baseball, and we're going to take the Houston Astros first 5 innings -115 in Boston versus the Red Sox. So big hitting edge for the Astros here. In this one, we got 2 lefties on the man. OPS versus left-handed pitching over the last 2 weeks. 5th versus 26 in favor of the Astros. OPS in innings 1 through 5, so the first couple times through the batting order over the last 2 weeks. 7th versus 20th, favoring the Astros. Valdez gets a start for them. He's made only 2 starts this season. Strong start for this guy, though. He's only allowed 2 total earned runs. He did go up against his Red Sox team last Wednesday, allowed 1 earned run in 7 innings pitched with 10 strikeouts. So he absolutely eviscerated them. He faces Martin Perez, who's having a pretty good season, to be fair, but maybe not as good as the ERA looks, right? His FIP is almost 2 runs higher than his ERA over the past month. And the Astros on the road, an F5 money-making machine. 15, 6, and 5 in the first 5 innings on the road for the Astros, so a very reliable spot there for them. And we're going to wrap things up with a little bit of a sneaky play here. In Baltimore, with the Mets in town, we had David Peterson on the man for the Mets. He has a strikeout total of 4.5, and I'm going to fade it. I'm going to take under 4.5 strikeouts for David Peterson. So, a little bit of a surprise here, but the Baltimore Orioles absolutely obliterate left-handed pitching over the last 2 weeks. They rank first in OPS and WRC plus versus lefties with a league low strikeout percentage of just 14.5%. Take a look at Peterson on the road. He's been lit up a couple times. He has a 7.30 ERA on the road and has gone under 4.5 Ks in 5 of his last 8 starts. So there you have it. My best plays for Tuesday. Hopefully we have a better result than yesterday. Good luck to you, and as always, keep chasing that paper. Woo!